is Vanessa de la Cuetra with Inside Pool Extreme News. I'm here at the 2009 Derby City Classic, right at the Horseshoe Casino in southern Indiana. With me is Ike Runnels. Welcome, Ike.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Now, Ike, in the Derby City, one of the only pro competitions where we have a bank, tournament against players with the actual game of banks. Now, you come from Chicago. This is really where banks got its real name. It started, its real fever.
Chicago suburbs. I'm from Kankakee, really. I'm a country boy. I learned to play banks in Chicago, one pocket with Billy Cardone, Bugs, with those guys there, taking my money every day.
Now, playing with these greats there and loving this game, why do you think that it hasn't caught on through the rest of the country? Or why is it so centered in Chicago?
Well, it's getting more out there now. Kentucky is a bank state now. And you got Kentucky, Chicago, Indiana. I don't know, it's just a thing for banking this area in the Midwest.
And you're actually quite the one-pocket player as well, as I've heard.
Yeah, and you can ask my friend Billy how I play.
And, well, coming from the one-pocket background, playing banks the way you do, does that help you? Is that something that teaches you certain shots?
Well, and what pushes you behind the ball is the banks. So you got to bank good. Then you got to shoot good, too, because a lot of guys, they shoot real good. And, you got to use what works best for you, your best arsenal.
And actually, talking about shooting good, the match you just had against Ralph Souquet that you won on the hill, he started off pretty strong. He came up from behind. What were you thinking?
Well, some of the people that work here always tell me, Ike, you always starting from behind. I said, I don't know why, but I'm good at coming from behind. So next time I hope I start out ahead. Let them come from behind.
Mentally in the game, what do you do to kind of get out of that? Because if you're in behind, I know for me sometimes playing, it's hard to brush that off. Like, what do you do? Do you say something to yourself, or is there some kind of practice?
Well, just think positive. That's number one, and just see yourself winning. So that's what I do.
And at the end, the last game, when it was hill, and you came up from behind, you had those 4 shots. He started like almost off his game. He was missing a couple of those shots, and he left you a couple of good ones. And then I noticed you started playing real aggressive. You took that 8-ball where you had to hike up. You looked at that one for a while. Yes. What were you thinking, and why did you choose the 8-ball and not another one?
Well, that was really the only shot I had was the 8-ball. And I looked at it for a while because I don't want to scratch. I don't want the cue ball. Now if I scratch, it gives him a big momentum boost. And I figured, I can make it. And I started to draw it. And I say, no. I say, well, I'll roll it, play it safe, and maybe it'll go in. So I hit it real good, and it went in. But I didn't want to scratch. I gotta know where the cue ball is going at all times. So I figured the cue ball will go this way, come back to the middle of the table, and I'll go from there.
And actually, when you're playing banks, I've heard that you play percentages of shots, because sometimes you know which balls you can make, like easy banks, and then you worry about positioning the ball. Is that something that you use always, or are you just kind of more of aggressive playing? Like you shoot these shots and you know that you're going to have something?
Well, if I got an easy shot, playing short rack banks is a lot different from playing long racks. So you really got to be kind of aggressive. You got to play a little defense, a little offense at the same time. So if I'm hitting them good, and I get ahead of you, then I start playing defense. Like when he had me down, he played defense, but it's hard to play defense when you need, when you're behind. Mm-hmm. So it's better when you're ahead, because a guy only needs 1 ball, and he got 4 or 5 balls on the table. He got a lot to choose from. So you have to really be careful playing defense when you're behind. Sometimes you got to take that chance and just shoot at the shot. Wait for the right shot that you think you can make, like say 95% of the time, and you shoot it.
And in your eyes, in the competition right now, who are the other strong bank pool players to look out for?
Everybody. Everybody banks good, so, I mean, it's very tough, very tough. Very tough competition.
Well, you had a great performance, and congratulations on your win, and looking forward to your next match.
I'm looking forward to it, too. And I'd like to thank all my sponsors for, Hustling Cues, Pat DeVinny Cues, and Gil Costello Leather Goods. And all my friends that got me here with the top money games and making me work and not give up. You know, with Billy Cardone, we played all the time, and he's a good guy, and we played a lot of tough matches.
Gave you that strength, that little fire to keep on pushing through.
Right, right. He makes you play hard for your money.
Well, I made you play hard. He taught you, and it looks like it's paying off here, isn't it?
It's paying off. Hopefully, I got a few more rounds to go. Hopefully, I can stay right there.
Well, good luck on your next match, and thanks for talking with us.
You're very welcome.
This is Vanessa de la Cuetra with Inside Pool's Extreme News. Check out more great videos at InsidePoolMag.com.